It's Valentine's Day, but love is taking a backseat to fierce competition tonight as Toronto clashes with Boston in a PWHL showdown. Can Toronto extend their winning streak? Will Boston find their roar on home ice? Tonight's game has all the ingredients for a classic PWHL battle: speed, skill, and heart. Make sure to subscribe now if you haven't already.
Line goes to work for Toronto. Malteo backhand shot, a save made by Soderberg. So Toronto getting some offensive time early here tonight.
And one thing that with how well she uses her hands, especially in tight, getting her hands over the puck, getting her chin over the puck. I like the way she squares up in tight spots, and it allows her to make a lot of really good second saves.
And by shootout, I meant shutout. Gotta love a big 0 on the scoreboard, and you walk away getting that 2-0 victory. Their first win at home. Of course, this Friday will be a big game for them at home against Montreal. An electric environment. The battle continues in front of Toronto's bench. Susanna Tapney right in the middle, pops out for Rattray. Rattray takes a look as Shirley tries to keep it in. Megan Keller with support. Keller down low for Tapney. She'll look to reverse the play, finds Shirley. Already building some chemistry here with Shirley and Tapney. Bracken, far side for Keller. She'll let that wrist shot go! Rebound chance away. Tapney so close to getting her first here with Boston. Tough angle shot, but it will land, followed up with a chance. Howard looking for her second of the season. I'll shoot from any angles.
Puts it in a spot where she get a rebound. Here's the one race. Doesn't waste any time, puts it to the front of the net, catches Boston sleepy, and gets a second opportunity. Those plays, as seasons go on, pay dividends, and love the work ethic by Howard there.
She put up 26 points in 20 games last year with the Toronto Six, winning the Isabelle Cup. As Fast looks to move this puck ahead, connects with LaRocque on the far side, feeds it ahead. Alina Mueller reads the play. At battle now with Howard. Gosville jumps in for help. LaRocque finds partner in Renata Fast.
You know, it's funny watching Howard in that game against Minnesota right before the break. The one thing that really jumped out at me was her shoot first mentality. Like no matter where she was, it's going to goal and we're not going to play around.
Malte in with speed, flipped ahead, and Cerner scores! Toronto has opened the scoring here in Boston as this line continues to heat up for Toronto.
So two really good shifts strung back to back, and Toronto this time cashes in. A little bit of a broken play as the shot got blocked on its way to the net, but the beauty of it was Nurse continuing to go. Watch 20 in white. Gets through the D, puck comes to the front of the net. There's that old saying, go where the goals are, and those goals are in front of the net, and she just kept going to the net, stick down, shot went to the... It's not a role that she really played as a younger player, more of a scorer as a younger player, but evolving as a player here in pro hockey and playing a more varied role, especially using her size and her frame.
Often find her net front with the United States on the power play. Again, a hat trick and a gold medal game. Not many people can say they've done that, but Hillary Knight solidifying that gold medal at the 2023 Women's Worlds. The United States will host the 2024 Worlds in Utica, New York, set for April, so another international break for the league. As Renata Fast looking to go end-to-end. Fast streaming through pressure, but can't get by Megan Keller. Instead draws the penalty. Toronto's going to go back to the power play, and Megan Keller can't believe it.
The Boston bench looking a little surprised as well. I think what Keller's trying to insinuate is the contact that she made was part of killing the play. And proximity to where the puck is and how long ago it left. The space that Fast was driving into was really Keller's space. Fast had moved the puck.
Face off to the left of Soderberg. DiGirolamo first on it. Look here for Toronto's power play, opting for this second unit. Blair Turnbull finds Fast. Fast and LaRocque, not two players you often hear playing on power play time, but of course in Toronto, new roles will be found, and Fast now at the top of the circle is weighing her options. Finds LaRocque. Now to the far side. Anna Miller looking to jump on the loose puck. Blair Turnbull settles. LaRocque now. Taking a look. She'll go back to Miller. Hannah Miller walking in, turns back. Turnbull net front for Toronto fast. Takes a look. Toronto keeping things to the perimeter. Fast, scanning. She'll shoot high, tipped in front. It'll roll in behind Soderberg, now below the goal line. Miller picks up the loose puck. Marianne Rougeau will take to the ice for Toronto. She has control now at the top of the circles. Rougeau down low for Comfer. She'll turn back. Comfer's going to hold on. Comfer punches it ahead. Miller. Now LaRocque at the point. She'll let the wrist shot go. That gets blocked by DiGirolamo. A minute gone on Toronto's power play.
It's good possession by Toronto, but I thought Boston did a really nice job at taking away the lanes and not allowing Toronto to get a really good grade A.
The stretch play, Natalie Spooner all alone. Spooner, forehand, she scores! Natalie Spooner does it again. She just keeps on rolling. Toronto leads 2-0.
Oh, Toronto stretches the rink. And after a really good kill for a while, Boston falls asleep a little bit here, and Spooner sneaks behind, coming off on a change, and it's the long change. So she was by the blue line just jumping off the bench. Nice puck control move to get the goal, but to me, it was the recognition of Spooner being open and Spooner coming on and get behind the defense. She quietly stuck behind.
Mueller now to center. Lena Mueller drops for Keller. One-time shot by Megan Keller. And that is a slap shot I would not want to block.
Great double screen by Boston in front of the net.
Megan Keller, one of the hardest shots in the women's game.
And Knight and Brandt stood right in there as that shot was flying, and Boston with a really good job taking the eyes away from Campbell, who's a bigger goalie.
Keller will try again, passes it off to Mueller. One more again! Megan Keller, this time high. Boston regains control. Minute gone on Boston's power play. Keller walks, finds Alina Mueller. She'll let it go out in front. Blair Turnbull will play it away. Collision along the blue line. Jobsel returns to her feet, as does Turnbull. Now Hillary Knight down low. Knight taking a look. Keller steps down. Jobsel was dropping in on the near side. Boston getting crafty here on the power play. Rattray staying open. Jamie Lee Rattray, wrist shot just on the outside. And Toronto will clear it.
Here's the funny thing. They're shooting smart. Like Rattray's on her wing, and she shot for the short side. That's what the puck sees. That's a good shot. Keller at the point. It's a left-handed shot. She's shooting for the left side of the net. That's a good idea. They just didn't hit the net.
Short-handed, Spooner in front, and she scores! Back-to-back goals by Natalie Spooner. There is nothing stopping this woman. My goodness, a power play goal, a short-handed goal. We love a good jailbreak here in Boston.
Huge goal for Boston as they create a turnover. Really nice job to delay and wait for help to come in. Nurse we talked about her hockey sense earlier, so she cuts it. She's 1-on-2, and by delaying, she creates a 2-on-1, and Spooner just goes to the net. Big body, big frame, efficient stride, goes to the front of the net.
Players begin their week here with the PWHL, whether they've come in from their college program or the PHF last year, the PWHPA, or all over. Building some chemistry, just a 24 regular season game schedule, and Toronto finding their leg here early February. Now it's Tapani, tries to cut through Comfer. Rattray tries to keep the play alive. Tapani using the boards, finds Rattray out in front. She'll steer to center. Rattray a head-up play, moving through center, holding on.
Rattray, a player known for scoring big goals.
Out in front, a high shot off the post, looking for the rebound. Rattray finds a way! Dave, you called it. Jamie Lee Rattray coming up in the big moments, and Boston is on the board.
And that is a grease pan special right there by Boston. Get a puck to the front of the net and then let your goal scorers go to work. Keller once again holds it in, extends offensive zone time. Rattray invests in front of the net, stands in there, and when the rebound came loose, she got her stick free and banged it home. Look at 3 Boston players all around the goal. Remember we talked about how hard it is to defend off the shot?
So despite her limited ice, finding a way to recharge the group, whether it's just bring energy out to the line and momentum or getting on the score sheet.
Courtney Kessel told me right before the break, we were talking about Rattray, and she said a lot of teams missed out on her during the draft. We were lucky to get her.
Well, I was very interested to see if she would go and play for Ottawa, being a Canada native herself. Instead, Boston scooped her up, and for Danielle Marmer, you were smiling ear to ear right now as Rattray getting her second of the season in Boston.
And I love the story about her falling asleep listening to Ottawa Senators games and saying that those games are always in my mind.
Dean Brown on the radio at TSN 1200 back home. And
he's been there since the beginning, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah. His voice synonymous with the Ottawa Senators, and they've been so great with PWHL Ottawa and lending a hand with what they need, promoting their game with tickets in their house. Now Toronto looking to respond. Nurse, high shot. Austin now 24 shots total. Still out shooting Toronto. And there's a shot from the point. Callie Flanagan lets it go, regaining the 3-goal lead. Her first of the PWHL, Callie Flanagan from Hudson, New Hampshire will grab that puck. It'll be one to remember.
She walked the line and she got shot out of a cannon. What a play. And then just drove it to the front of the net as the screen set up. You know, there's something about coaches' kids. They just understand.
And period. Getting the goal for Toronto is fast. Let's it go. Gerard looking to chip and chase Aaron Nurse. Looking to beat her there. Gerard.
And with 11:45 to go, green light is flashing for Boston shorthanded.
Chance, Megan Keller out in front. Hannah Brandt, she'll score! A jailbreak goal, and Rattray will join in on the celebration. 2 goals on the board now for Boston, and well, for Hannah Brandt, a huge one, her second of the season.
Big time play. You could just see that Boston was sniffing it as they really aggressively attacked on a forecheck on a penalty kill. And Brandt went to work. Boston steals the puck. They got a puck to the front of the net, and here it is. Another greasy goal. 3 in proximity of the crease. Puck to the front of the net. Secondary opportunity. And Boston has brought their lunch pail out for period number 3.
Penalty box.
So the question is, the player coming out of the penalty box, did they get a plus also, or they didn't get to play with one?
Soderberg to the bench, so Toronto down by numbers. Boston with the extra attacker on the ice. 6-on-5. Toronto giving it all they have. Boston giving a final push here. An empty net. Nurse was looking for it. Spooner looking for the wraparound, trying for the hat trick. Back to the point fast. That gets blocked by Hannah Brandt. Goaltending by Hannah Brandt. Nurse, backhand shot. Now we'll roll below the goal line.
Spooner scores 2 great goals and gets stopped on a stuff attempt by the D.
Taffany leaves it. Out in front. Fast. Jumps on the loose puck. Malte. Comfort. Front. Natalie Spooner. A hat trick here in Boston. Well, a goal's a goal. And with the empty net, that solidifies Toronto's 5-2 lead now on Boston. And Natalie Spooner getting her first hat trick here, the PWHL.
And she has just turned into a scoring machine. Playing with tremendous confidence, gets the empty netter as she buries this one in front. But Toronto down in numbers here with Boston playing with the extra attacker. They carried the play, they dominated it. And Really good job by Toronto to manage these last 8 minutes as Boston made a push.
A reset here at the empty net as Soderberg returns to her crease. Close out this third period. Gable looking for Hillary Knight at center. Conver flips it down to middle. And Boston trying to find a way here in the third period, but Toronto responding on every single push that Boston gave them. DiGirolamo just trying to get it deep into the zone. This game for Boston, New York, Toronto will have the big battle on Bay Street on Friday against Montreal. Just a few weeks ago, taking part of the NHL 3-on-3 PWHL showcase as part of All-Star Weekend. A turnover chance, bar down! Boston not giving up. Taylor Girard lets it go from the slot.
That was that ever a laser beam that came out of nowhere, and there's still time. You got a minute and a half to go here, and Girard doesn't waste any time. Corrals it, waits for the screen to establish, and fires it home. Aaron pass picked off, and Girard just went to work as Campbell got caught deep.
Taylor Girard getting her third of the PWHL. Boston pulling it back to the blue line. Now deep below the goal line, Hillary Knight beats Brandt. Takes a look, Keller, one-time shot. Final 5 seconds. DiGirolamo lets it go, but there's the buzzer. And a dominant performance by Toronto from top to bottom. And though not a shutout for Kristen Campbell, she will get the win, and that will be her 4th straight between the pipes for